At Disney's recent D23 event, Marvel Studios officially revealed the lineup for the Thunderbolts, and, well, you can say it took all the thunder out of the excitement for this film. Anyways though, a lot of people were mad when we here criticize the team because apparently anything the MCU does has to be complimented. You can't point out some lackluster stuff. Thor: Love and Thunder? No. It's a 10 out of 10, obviously. Nobody can disagree. That's sarcasm. So I figure, hey, why not triple down on the hate because the Thunderbolts team is god-awful, and let's improve the team with existing members of the MCU and just show you how it could actually be interesting. Okay, so once again, let's go over our team. We got the founding head figure, Valentina. Then we have Ghost, we have Red Guardian, Yelena, aka Black Widow, the Winter Soldier, US Agent, and the Taskmaster. From Red Guardian to US Agent, all four of those are essentially the same. Proficient in weapons, and some have super strength or enhanced strength. So again, it's a little lackluster, right? Even the most diehard MCU fans that can't find a single fault in anything should be able to look at this and go, you know what, maybe this isn't the greatest team composition. So I am going to take it upon myself to fix this team, if you will, and the only parameter I will put on here is I cannot add new characters that haven't been in yet. We will do what the MCU has done here and just use characters that have already appeared in the MCU so far. So looking at this team, I would keep Valentina, I would keep Ghost, I would keep Taskmaster, and I would keep Yelena. So now that we got who I would keep, let's start with Red Guardian. Nothing against Red Guardian, aka David Harbour. I absolutely loved his character, but once again, we are pushing too much of the super soldier element, and in my opinion, this is just a little too much. Again, the relationship with him and Yelena, we've already seen that play out a little. I feel like we're going to have to cover some of the same ground. It just feels a little redundant to me. So, Red Guardian, I would swap out with Abomination. Now again, maybe they don't want Abomination for this, and maybe they're going to use him in something else down the road. We don't know. If that's the case, then you can use the Red Hulk. A fine substitute for the Hulk in the Avengers. And again, there's more than one Red Hulk in the comics, so you don't have to necessarily use Thunderbolt Ross, but you can have the team established in honor of the character passing in the MCU and carry on the tradition. Okay, so now that we have officially replaced Red Guardian, let's move on to Bucky Barnes. Nothing against Bucky here. I still think he could appear in the film, but I think maybe he's just part of an early mission and he realizes, maybe I don't want to be here. This is a little bit more villainous than I thought. I don't really feel comfortable with this because I'm slipping back into what I'm trying to get away with. So they decide to boot him and replace him. Now, who exactly could take his spot? Well, how about somebody who's in the MCU who's been missing, who the fans want back? Oh, will you look at that? It's the Scorpion. Wouldn't you know who needs to join a team, and he's perfectly fit to join. You establish he wants to be in a group, but he primarily wants revenge on Spider-Man. He's supplied here by, guess who? J. Jonah Jameson. This way, we can keep Spider-Man intact, still tell you that his world continues to live on, despite him not existing. Well, Peter Parker not existing, right? Again, I know there's the whole Spider-Man deal and the Sony thing. Look, they can work that out. They've already worked out plenty of things with Spider-Man. Tossing Scorpion in here, having him be trying to find his place in the team to take down Spider-Man, realizing that maybe, hey, this isn't necessarily for me, but I like the whole team concept, does a little bit to favor Sony building up a Sinister Six in the MCU. And again, Bucky turned him down because he doesn't want to do harm. Well, Scorpion does. He's here for the crime life. Now, when it comes back to the team, now that we've replaced Bucky, we got US Agent and Taskmaster. So I would honestly keep US Agent. I think he needs to be a part of the team as the Captain America stand-in. And obviously, some people will still agree with his ways. No matter what he did, they will stand by him and justify his actions. That perfectly fits what the Thunderbolts are. And I would also keep Taskmaster, the same one from Black Widow, because that inner relationship and the workings of the relationship with Black Widow would be a nice little, conflict in the team. But I would tie in the Daredevil TV series Born Again. In Born Again, I would have Valentina talking with Wilson Fisk. She's trying to assemble a member of the team, and Fisk has the perfect solution. A friend of his who's recently been augmented and gotten a few upgrades. He's been upgraded with some vibranium in his bones. Enter Bullseye, who joins the team. Now you have somebody who does not miss when he finds his target. He also has history with Daredevil, which again connects to Kingpin and the future of the MCU. Gives Daredevil a personal connection to wanting to join a bigger team to also fight this new team of the Thunderbolts down the road. But that's not it. You are also going to try to recruit Frank Castle. Frank will turn the team down due to Benjamin Poindexter joining the team and the fact that Kingpin is connected to this because he still wants to go face-to-face with Wilson Fisk. This way, you have effectively brought together multiple different corners of the MCU, including the TV side, including elements of Spider-Man that people are still questioning, and you're trying to add diversity to the team, because as it stands right now, this, I'm sorry, is kind of bad, and it really lacks anything that stands out. It's almost like the safest version you could imagine. Like, this is a worst case scenario. At least with this version, you are adding a little bit more back history and a little bit more interesting team dynamics between everybody. Because again, that's sort of what you need. So that's it. That's me simply fixing the Thunderbolts. Now again, I know people will have issues with this. I know I didn't use a ton of characters other people would want on the team. But again, I'm going just by characters who have so far appeared in the MCU. And since for this video, I'm counting everything, including the events of Daredevil, as having happened, this is why I would do it. Because again, Daredevil is coming out in the same spring that Captain America New World Order, and Thunderbolts is coming in. So I figure some overlap there would honestly push people to go see this thing. Especially if you're recruiting somebody like Bullseye during the course of Daredevil Born Again. So to me, this kind of fits. Again, if I had my way and I could include new characters that we've never seen before, that would be a completely different team composition, only keeping 3 of the members that we actually see in their current lineup. But then this video would be like 20 minutes long.